Good afternoon, or should I say good morning, or good evening, or good morning, wherever in the world you're watching from. My name's Stewart Welsh. I'm the technical lead here at People HR, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the different areas of our payroll integrations and what makes them a simple process to implement. Firstly, I'm just going to touch on some of the challenges HR and payroll face. So, firstly, they might not be in the same team, or they might not even be in the same location. Also, the data that they're dealing with is highly sensitive, so you want minimal IT involvement when transferring the data. Also, the integrity of that data, because it's payroll, it needs to be 100% correct. So again, if you're transferring manual spreadsheets, it opens the door for errors. So what is a payroll integration? A payroll integration is a seamless link between your People HR platform and your payroll system. And what it's designed to do is eliminate those everyday, repetitive payroll tasks. This is a diagram we've put together to hopefully make that process sound a little bit easier, but to start with, your People HR data is stored in the cloud, and 9 times out of 10, your payroll system is going to be located on the payroll team's computer. So what we had to do was develop something we like to call the payroll integration mechanism. And we broke that down into 4 different areas. So to start with, you've got your basic employee data. And that's where the bulk of the repetitive tasks are going to be. Next, we can transfer things like salary information. So in People HR, we allow you to set effective dates of salaries. So if you've had your pay reviews last month, you've got ahead of the game, you've got all your salaries effective from next month, based on your specific payroll dates, we can actually send them into payroll once they're ready. And payments and deductions. Under People, we have an area called the logbook, where you can store a number of different payments and deductions. So these can range from things like car allowances, childcare vouchers, one-off bonus payments, and we can transfer all that into payroll. And the last area that we break it down into is variable payments. And if you can see from the diagram, we put a little red box around this area because we class it as the most difficult area to capture data for. So this can range from things like employees' working hours to their overtime hours. And under People, we have a number of different features that allow you to capture that data, such as QR codes or linking with time and attendance devices. And then what we allow you to do after that is, before pushing that information into your live payroll, we allow you to audit on all the information before you actually update payroll. Once that process is completed, we then have functionality that will allow you to load payslips and P60s back into the employee's record in People HR. So just going back to some of those challenges, using our payroll integration, that HR and payroll link, we can transfer directly into the payroll system to avoid that. With the data being very sensitive, again, because it's a direct link into your payroll, none of that wrong information is getting seen by anybody that shouldn't see it. And you can't get it wrong. With the audit capabilities, again, it reduces the error rate. So I'm just going to show you a quick demonstration screenshot of one of our widely used integrations, that is the Sage integration. So at the top of this screenshot, you might be able to see that you can set your very specific payroll processing dates, along with a second date range to capture new starters. And then there's an audit trail below. So in the left-hand column, you can see the field value that you're looking at in People HR. In the middle column, you've got the current value within People HR. And then in the right-hand column, you've got the current value within the payroll system. So before pressing the update button, forcing all those changes into payroll, you can review all of it. And I know I touched on this a little bit earlier, but payslips. So this is one of my favorite areas of People, just because of how simple it actually is to implement. So this is a snapshot of an area we call the plugins, and this is where our payslip loader sits. So there's a slight little bit of configuration you've got to do, but it's only 4 or 5 fields. To start with, you'll need an API key to link to your People HR system. Next, we need to know where the location of payslips is on your side or on your computer. And then we can give that file a name as well. So it might be April 29 payslip. And then if you can see from this screenshot, this is the file once it's actually being loaded into People HR. So it's located directly within the employee's personal documents section with just that employee having access to it. So we can configure a number of different payslip formats to be supported by our payslip loader, and we do this based on the employee's national insurance number for security. We also have an on-hand team of integration specialists that are there to assist with any queries you've got around our integrations, as well as having full help documentation on all the payroll integrations we offer. This also leads me to say, you might have heard my colleague Gavin's speech earlier about the implementation process. If you're now out of that implementation process and you've been with us maybe 2 or 3 months or even 2 or 3 years, don't feel like you've missed the boat on this one, because you can reach out to us at any time. And all that leads me to say is thank you. I know we've only had a short time together, but I hope my explanations have made the process of implementing payroll a little bit simpler. Thank you.